everyone, this is Regan and welcome back to yet another unboxing and review video. Today we're diving into the newly released Hot Toys figure that I finally had a chance to unbox and review it after picking it up on the first day. This is the Star Wars character Lord Starkiller from the video game. Honestly, I'm not super familiar with this character, especially if you haven't played the game, right? However, if you're a Star Wars fan, this figure is definitely a must-have. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, starting off from the art box, I would say it looks pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty catchy. I mean, like, it's very eye-catchy. That's what I mean. Because of the picture, kind of like really matches to the team badge right here. Yeah, kind of like a red flame right there. And of course, the picture on the side as well. The poses looks good to me. And of course, the back still in good condition. And there goes some sticker for the special edition right there. Okay, let's open it so we can see the inside part. And then there you go. That's the art cover print right there. I think it looks good. You know, the pose, not that much of effects. I think it looks pretty cool, you know, in my honest opinion. So I can't wait to, post my Lord Starkiller as well, like this, okay? And then right there, of course, the packaging. I would say, you know, very nice presentation of the packaging. Already removed all the plastic, but I would say, yeah, pretty neat, right? So let's take everything out of the box. All right, so that's pretty much includes everything inside the box. So now let's talk about first, you know, those parts that are included in this figure. So the swap out hands, the weapons, and of course accessories. I'm gonna start with the swap out hands right here. Those claws are like blades on the fingers are pretty sharp. You know, even though this is like quite soft, but still pretty sharp. So be careful in this one. If you're going to wear like some gloves, prefer not to wear, you know, because it's still gonna damage, you know, those fabric gloves or even just rubber gloves. But this one's fine. Just use your bare hands. But the details, I think the paint application looks pretty decent to me. Looks good. Nice paint. I would say, those blades on the hands are pretty sharp. So even though this is like just made out of like plastic material, it's pretty sharp. So if you're going to wear some gloves, like fabric gloves, I prefer not wear because it's still gonna damage that. You know, I mean, even like just the rubber plastic gloves. You know, but this is cool. That's pretty sharp and a paint application. I think pretty decent to me. You know, details. I would say looks good as well. There you go. So you can see it clearly right there. Right, so it has three pieces, just three pieces of interchangeable hands. So we got two holding the lightsaber, and right here is just the open hand, you know, using the force, I believe. Okay, now moving on to the lightsaber. So we got five different lightsaber here that it is attachable or that we could hook, you know, to his belt. So but I'm not sure about the other lightsaber here from who, but this one I believe this is like from Darth Maul and this is Darth Vader. And then not sure about this one, probably looks like from Anakin, kind of like that, right? It looks like a broken one. And then this one I'm not familiar since I didn't play that game, but yes, have like a less knowledge on the lightsaber. So just comment down below what do you think about this one. I think it's pretty decent. Paint application details looks good as well, and we could use, we could attach it to his hand, but of course we have to remove those hooks. Okay, so this is only for like kind of like accessories. You know, just gonna put it to the belt. So just like a design. I like this one, like this lightsaber actually. And we could actually use, we could use the blades here. So you could use, again, we could use the lightsaber in case, like the blades, you want to use it, you want to play around, you could use that. It's just that, yeah, because of those hook, so we cannot use it. And then again, nice details and paint application, fantastic. Then moving on to this main lightsaber of Lord Starkiller. Love it. especially the handle as well. This lightsaber hilt right here looks like a leather to me, but it's not. That's made out of plastic. This part right here that wrapped around to the handle of this lightsaber hilt. Uh, for sure, this is pretty much accurate. You know, details looks decent to me. Looks good actually. Some weathering right there on the handle, and again we got the standard one, and then we got the LED light up function lightsaber. Right, that looks pretty cool. And of course we got like a standard blades right here of lightsaber, and then I find that this one is like kind of like a light color, not super red, dark, right? Yeah, this one's standard one, but this one I see the difference. So kind of like this one's kind of like a light red color, like kind of like more going to pinkish color, kind of like that, right? So you can see right there. So the difference is you can see the red color of this one is very vibrant, whereas this one is not. Okay, so probably that's the lightsaber of Lord Starkiller, kind of like a light red color, so not dark. Anyway, so moving on to this USB outlet right here, connector right there. So we got two connector outlet right there, and of course the holder. Okay, and then we got this special edition coin, commemorative coin. I wish every Star Wars figures that we have, like, has this one. So that looks pretty cool. And it's quite heavy because it's made out die-cast material. And yeah, nice paint application, metallic paint. Love the embossed print as well. Perfect. Okay. And then, of course, the base. We got the base right here. Let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah, we got the base, a nice nameplate as well. And then, of course, the weathering. I love the paint application on this one. I think it really matches to the figure. And of course, crutch holder. Right. Okay, so just a quick one on quick look on those parts that are included in this figure. So now let's test, or let's check, the articulations and the range of motion as well of this figure. I'm gonna start with the head. That's still pretty tight, even though it has a lot of space right there underneath. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, compared to the other helmet that I've tried, I mean, like, sometimes if it has a lot of space underneath the helmet, it's kind of like it's easy to move, or like kind of like a bit loose. This one's still tight, but yeah, articulation fantastic. Okay, and then moving on to the arms. This one has a shoulder armor, but it's not limited, so more of like, you could move around the shoulder armor because it has a velcro design that you could detach from the suit. And yeah, up to there, 90 degrees, move front and back. I think it's yeah, range of motion looks good to me, and it's really easy to move. I didn't see or feel any blocking parts there that is not I mean, like, not good. I would say swivel, elbows there. Just a quick one. Still tight. Ratchet joints, fantastic. Wrist joint standard, I would say. And for the waistline, this one, since it has some kind of like a armor on the waist part, so probably it's gonna be like a bit limited, just a little bit, not much. So I would say, like, still decent. Crunch in right there, arch. Right, that's good. And yeah, I think it's fine. Side to side, just that because of this armor right here, so that's why it's kind of like, I would say, like, limited. And then this one is actually not detachable. I believe this is, yeah, this is not detachable unless you're gonna break it. Okay, and then some velcro inside, I believe. And then, oof, I feel like I broke this belt right here. This one is like glued to the belt, so be careful on this one. Find it like so easy to Ooh, yeah, it's adjustable. So this belt is actually detachable or removable. You could adjust that. Okay, moving on to the legs. The suit, I believe this is kind of like the same material of Darth Vader suit. So yes, I think the new one, the new version, the Obi-Wan Kenobi, kind of like that. So we could easily move it. That's good. See the range of motion of this one is pretty good, I would say, despite of that having kind of like a leather material, not stretch, because this is not stretch, but yeah, I mean, like perfect fit, I would say, to the body. So we could be able to do some dynamic poses, swivel, swivel, knees right there, ankle. I think yeah, everything looks great, on the legs, ratchet joint as well. And then again, what is this, like, yeah, the ankle joints, it doesn't have any blocking parts there, like or parts that gonna block the movement of the ankle. So I think it's pretty good. All right, that's it for the articulation. Very quick. I think I would say like very standard, not really like, I'm not gonna say like nothing special, but it looks great, in my honest opinion. I think only this waist part you probably gonna maybe not gonna like it that much, in terms of doing dynamic poses. But everything else looks great. Okay, let's review it very quick. Those movable parts. This kind of like a cover, boot cover, shaft. This one movable and detachable as well. Same to this gauntlet right here. Nice gauntlets, and it has some wire here. Be careful on this one. Let me zoom a little bit. Yeah, be careful on this one. Looks like it's so easy to detach from the suit, but probably easy to glue it back. So yeah, anyway, this one Velcro. Yeah, this one is Velcro. This one's detachable. Yeah, so we can detach this one if you want to fix it. Only this one is not detachable again, unless you're going to break it. Shoulder, it has Velcro design, easy to remove. If you want to fix it for the position, but I prefer not to keep touching it, because you might gonna pull, or you might gonna break the stitches on the suit. So yeah, this one also, yeah, this one shoulder for the traps. Yeah, the shoulder armor as well, pretty soft. I would say, yeah, soft. See, I could easily bend it. Only probably this one is not that really easy to bend. And then this one, the belt, easy to I would say, like, yeah, it's easy to remove. It also has Velcro design right there. And this apron, or again kind of like skirt, Josh, has some wire embedded. So if you want to do some style, uh there you go. Yeah, kind of like that. But I find it like here there's some problem, because I can see some wire coming out. So which is of course, well, it's easy to probably fix that. Yeah, just saying. Anyway, I love this canvas fabric material, kind of like a canvas to me. Yeah, but looks good. I would say very realistic. Love those distress, a bit weathering on the apron as well. And as well, the print, yeah, this print right here, probably the logo of Lord Starkiller, looks good to me. And then what else? Yeah, the material, the suit looks good to me as well. I mean, like this one, the tailoring, I think looks yeah, it is nicely done. I would say like stitches right there, there's no bad look, or like not aligned. Everything looks great to me for the suit, especially here. This is leather material right there. That is leather material. So oof, expect some flaking in the future if you're not gonna take care properly. So yeah, it's easy to fix this one. And yeah, nice details here at the back. Looks good to me, right? Very nice. Nice weathering as well. Actually, the whole armor details looks really, really nice. I would say it is nicely done. Especially those cupping, kind of like a battle damage as well. Right? Looks good. Yeah, I actually like that. See? Nice. From the top, you can see that is really, really nice armor right there. And it really matches to the whole body as well. And then to the helmet. The helmet, Find it, probably this is the correct color. So the helmet is kind of like a mixed up gold, kind of like a gold light, very very light gold color right there. I cannot really say bronze because it doesn't look like bronze to me, but more of like that, more like a yellowish, yes, how do you call it? There's another one name for that, which is like metal. But yeah, nice details, I would say. Look at that, those scuffing, battle damage look, the weathering effects, absolutely fantastic. The shape, I think it's pretty accurate. Maybe for those of you who are really a fan of Lord Starkiller, you might gonna find it like not 100% accurate. But I will agree with that. But probably, of course, sometimes Hot Toys they always make more realistic looks, so they kind of like tweak the design. Change a little bit. So not super duper accurate, I would say. From the video game. But anyway, I think it looks fantastic. The details there, the paint application looks pretty neat. It is nicely done, I would say. No like dull part there. And I like this tail right here. This kind of like a this is kind of like a apprentice, right? So meaning he's still a student because you still have this, right? Usually, like, if you're a student of, yeah, Jedi, right? I believe, like, you always have this, tail right here. Then yeah, probably, I'm not sure about the story of Lord Starkiller anyway. Yeah, but yeah, overall this figure looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, like, if you're into this character, then you might gonna like this one. And yeah, you might gonna enjoy playing with this figure, I would say. Especially once you attach those, you know lightsaber on the belt, which is what we're going to do next. And that's it. That's it for this one. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, so now let's play around with those accessories and the lightsaber. Let's test the light up function, how strong it is it good or not. And that's it. Okay, so let's attach this lightsaber hilt to his belt. All right, guys, so here you go. So I had to remove the belt so I could insert. Actually, the hook is kind of like a steel tight, so you have to adjust it a little bit. You have to stretch out a little bit there, or like open up a little bit, so you could hook up. You could hook it easily to the belt. Otherwise, you're gonna damage, the inner part of that belt. So anyway, because this tree is okay, I mean, like, the hook is, I would say, like, it's quite open, or like wider than the other two. So there you go. This is how it looks. That looks pretty cool, right? Kind of like that, but I think I should move this one. I think it's fine for now. And of course, his own lightsaber, just in case you're not gonna use it, you could hook up here. So this lightsaber hilt, there you go. Oh my goodness, that looks really cool, right? And of course, we're gonna try this later. Just give me a minute, and I think that's it. For this figure, let me try this one, this USB powered lightsaber. Let's see how it looks like. And kind of like the wire. I think this one looks pretty durable to me. Let me try on. Let's see. So we got the USB powered here. And there you go. Ooh, that looks pretty strong. Looks pretty strong to me. See? Right? Because, I mean, like, the reason why I said, like, it's pretty strong, because even if it's vertically, if you're going to display it like this, it's still, like, it's still visible, of course, especially once you turn off the lights. You turn off this side, just this side. It's still fine, right? Still fine. I would say, like, still looks great. And for the accessories, I mean, like, with the swap out hands, overall, I already explained it. I think absolutely beautiful. I think you're gonna love this one, especially if you're a fan of this Lord Starkiller. If you're into video games, oh my goodness, nice. I think that looks pretty nice, guys. Okay, final thoughts on this Star Wars Lord Starkiller by Hot Toys. I would say It is a great looking piece, and you're probably going to love this one, especially if you like this character from the video game. However, I think not every Star Wars fan, will necessarily want to buy it. Similar to the Revan. I mean, like, only those who are really into that game might consider getting it. If the Star Wars franchise decides to make these two figures canon, then more fans might be inclined, to add them to their collections. I mean, like, video game, then movie, sometimes it's different. Don't get me wrong, they're not bad figures. It's just a matter of whether they really fit into your collection. For me, if you're a true Star Wars fan, you should definitely consider getting this too. I mean, unless you're on a tight budget, that's understandable. Nevertheless, this Lord Starkiller, it is a beautiful masterpiece. Alright, I think that's about it. That's all I could say, and let me know your thoughts on this figure as well. Feel free to comment down below, and if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. Okay, until then, see you in the next one. Peace.